What's up, guys? Welcome to another and always another episode of What's Good. Hope you guys are doing well. Of course, by now you should know who I is. And I is Khaled. And this is my brother, Saad.
I don't like when you change your voice.
Man, it's not me changing my voice. This is the way I talk, son. You don't know how it is. I'm from the streets. I'm from the streets of Jidali. Yeah. Anyway, well, today we're going to be talking a little bit more about, well, not a little bit more. We never spoke about this. It's about education. How important is education for you, right? That's why education is on the lowest point. So, what is education? Do you know that education is part of... why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
I give eye contact to my fans.
You know what? Education is just a process of learning and acquiring knowledge, skills, anything that can help you. By the way, it's not only for knowledge and skills, it's also for learning behaviors, learning beliefs, learning habits. Everything that you do in life is always a learning stone or a learning
education.
Yeah, everything is a learning point. Sorry, not a learning stone, a learning point in your life.
Like Khaled. Khaled's book smart. I'm street smart, you know?
There's a huge
yeah, I went there.
I told you, I'm from the streets, son. I got that street smarts.
Right,
you know what?
Relax.
There's always a difference between a school smart and there's a difference between a book smart. But whatever it is, education is always number one. You know, it helps us develop some perspective of life. You know, that's how it manages your mind to work.
Were you smart in school?
Man, you don't know me that well.
I know. I remember a story. Remember when Mama came to school and smacked you in front of everyone?
Well, before... You see, there's two types of smart. Well, if you're going to talk about smartness, it's also part of education. You have the street smart, you have the book smart, which is life smart. I mean, book smart and life smart. Being life smart, you know what? I always say that education is learned from you as a person and not from you in school, because books does not control your life. Your book is a book which is a leading thing towards a subject. Like an example would be math. If you're going to learn math, you're just going to learn about math. That book is about that. You would never use what you learned in school here in real life. That doesn't mean that, don't go to school, stay in the streets, be like Saud. No, I didn't say that. No, you have to go to school. It's a learning point.
Why you gotta use me as
an example? Because it is an example. How many schools did you change?
Goddamn. Okay, I went to 3 schools.
3 different schools till he graduated.
Yeah, that's called street smart. You know what I'm saying? I gotta mingle with all my people. You know what I'm saying?
That is not. That is not. You see, you go to school to learn about basics of life, but you know all that subjects about like math and physics and chemistry and history and biology. I'm not going to be a doctor in the end, so why should I learn biology? Why am I going to learn algebra? I've never, ever, I sucked in math.
You sucked at a lot of things.
My man, you don't know who you're talking to, man. Albert Einstein.
They call me King Sucker in the streets. What? What?
No, they didn't do that, but I never was good in education. I was always there. You know, I'll tell you of a thing that happened. We had so many different subjects in school. I went to Sacred Heart. I went to a Roman Catholic school.
Okay.
I'm a Muslim myself, but again, that is part of education. You learn a different religion. So for me, when I went to that school, there were so many different subjects in one semester or one whole school year. We had biology, chemistry, physics, math, accounting, commerce, literature, English language, all the Arabic, Islam, PE. It was so many classes. I've never learned anything in any class. It was because I was a bad student. You know, I think I was a bad student, or I wanted to be a bad student. I was not dumb. I wasn't like, I was a dumb student.
You missed my question again. So can you tell them About the slap story that Mama gave
Okay,
you in
listen.
school.
So I used to like one teacher. She was amazing. I used to love her. Her name was Mrs. Joseph. She was teaching me accounting and commerce. The rest of the subjects, I didn't like the teachers. Well, it's not like I didn't like the teachers. It was just they were giving me a headache about me being a person. I was always punished. I was always sent out. I was always. I mean, if my friends watch this, you know I'm a good guy. I'm not an asshole. Sometimes, maybe. I think so. I want to think so.
Are you confused? Continue.
Okay, so I used to pass in her subject, which is accounting and commerce, but I used to fail in math. So the teacher used to always ask that question, and I used to reply this. I used to always reply the same thing, and I say, you know what? It's because I liked the teacher and I didn't want to upset her. That's why I passed in her classes. The rest of the classes I really didn't. She was like, you don't care about none of us, and I'm like, hell no, I don't care. But then I used to go home and I used to get an ass whooping from my mom. My mom used to beat the shite out of me with everything that she had. Anything that she
Our
had.
mom created a special move on each one of us. I was the helicopter, but I'll get back to why it was called the helicopter.
But then again, I don't blame the teachers for the problems in education. It's like blaming a doctor for people getting sick. You can't do that.
They try their best.
They try their best. Props up to all them teachers out there.
Shout out to my teachers, you know what I'm saying?
But coming back to the case of Saud with that slap, I once got slapped on my face by my mom in front of the teacher and in front of the school. It was because, you know, I was like one of those cool kids. So I was going into class and, you know, it was a parents teachers meeting. So I went into class and I was sitting with my teacher. Her name was Mrs. Chakravati. Yeah, and such a long name. Okay, and then I sat down and I wanted to, because there was two chairs, so it's a left chair and a right chair, and the teacher's right in front of you. So I thought that the right chair was for me, but it wasn't meant for me. It was meant to be for my dad, but my dad wasn't with me. So I'm going to take his place as the man of the house, but that didn't work because as soon as I wanted to sit down, my mom gave me the eye of death. So she didn't want me to sit down. So I stood up and I acted like I was going to sit down, and then I looked at her and I stood up again. You know, with my hands behind my back, and I was so afraid. I was so scared. So the teacher took out my file. Imagine this is the file. And she was like, oh, where's Khalid? Where's Khalid? I was like, okay, here it is. Okay, Khalid. English language, you got 60-something. This is all out of 100. English literature, you got 50-something. So he is passing in these, but he's not gaining good marks. And I used to say, a pass is a pass, no matter what. And then she went down to history, failed, which was like 30. Science, 20-something. Biology, 30-something. And I was failing. Math.
For 30 science biology. Check it out.
That was my Siri.
I know.
It's an Indian Siri though. I kept an Indian accent for him. I'm not being racist. I'm not trying to make fun. I just like the way he sounds.
So, and
Siri,
then
shut your ass up. Don't ever fucking talk when I'm telling you to talk.
okay, so then after that, she went down to biology and then went down to the rest of the classes. And then she's like, see, accounting, he passed. Commerce, he's passing. One was like 70-something. The other one was 80-something. She's like, see, he did so well in these two. Why isn't he doing well in all these other subjects? And then I said, I don't know, because I like the teacher so much. That's why I'm not passing, because I don't want to upset her. And she's like, you want to upset us? I'm like, yeah, I want to.
You were honest.
I was honest.
So then what happened?
Honesty is key. You gotta be truthful.
No, don't be that honest. Now you know why you shouldn't be that honest. A little white lie here and there is good sometimes.
So, and then she closed the paper down. My mom was like so upset. You know what? If Khalid does anything wrong again, please let me know. I don't know what. Just make sure that you let me know. I'm gonna make sure that he's gonna pass this year, and no matter what, he's gonna pass this year. He's not gonna get any re-exam. I got a re-exam, a re-exam after that. But and then that's it. You know, we were supposed to leave. But teachers make it worse. Teachers always, listen to me, if any teacher out there watching this, you guys make everything worse because you saw the shit that I got from my own mother. It wasn't enough for your head to accept, oh, by the way, he's going to get an ass kicking when he goes home, because I knew I was going to get an ass kicking, but I didn't want an ass kicking right there, right here in front of him. So what happened was I was leaving. I wanted to go. And she was like, oh, one more thing. I need to say something. I need to say one more thing before you leave. And then my mom came and stood, and she's like, my mom sat down again and said, what's wrong? What happened? I said, not me. She said, what happened? She's like, yeah, I want to talk to you about Khalid and how he is in class and what he does in class. And then I was like, oh, shit, I'm going down.
The time is here. The time is now.
And I was going down. So the teacher was like, yeah, you know what? Before you leave and know about what Khalid does and how he fails in class, let me talk to you about what he does in class. And I was like, no. Please, God, no.
No! No!
She kept on saying, oh, Khalid thinks he's a hero. Okay, wait. She said it to me in an Indian accent because she was an Indian teacher. She's like, Khalid thinks he's a hero. But in actual reality, he is a zero. Khalid thinks when he comes into the class, he is a Bollywood star. He walks inside, looks at the girls, he sees all the girls, he wanted to make too much fun, so much fun. I'm like, listen, woman, you're a freaking English teacher. Why are you speaking like that, number one? And
You didn't say nothing.
No, I
Shut your ass up, okay?
I didn't say nothing. I was scared. I was standing like, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. He's like, yeah, he sees the girls. He wants to go for the girls. The first seat he finds empty next to the girls. He goes and wants to sit next to them. And I was like, okay, oh shit. My mom hates this whole life where I'm trying to get girls. She hates it.
No, man, though, you know what I'm saying?
But you know what I mean, man. You know how it is. So what happened was that now, yeah, and then she started bringing up the names of the girls that were in class with me. She was like, yeah, there is Tilini, Karen, Manal, Rushma, Dima. That was in the name of a girl. That was the sound. Now I'm going to give you 3 different scenarios that happened in this sound. This is my teacher. Karen, Tilini, Rushma, Manal. She stopped. And she just gave her soul left her body. This is me. Oh, sorry, this is my mom. My mom was like, Karen, Tilini, Rushma, Khalid. Karen, Tilini, Rushma. Hell yeah, this is what I'm getting. I got slapped in the face right in front of my teacher. My friends were outside. I felt like my soul left my body. I wanted to cry so bad. The tears were stuck right here. I wanted to be cool. But the whole time I was thinking while this whole thing was running is, how did my mom angled her hands to hit my face while her face was looking at the teacher right in front of her? I mean, this is her slapping me. How did she know that this distance was enough for her to reach my face? And I'm a tall guy. I'm really tall. So she gave it right there, smack across my face. I died. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know how to think. I was just thinking the whole time, is this education? Is this what education is? She used physics and chemistry just to get my face in the right angle. The only thing she did before that was just look at me one time. And I think by one time, I think she was Kobeing it. She was like actually going for that 3 points. But she didn't go for that 3 points. She went for a smack of a lifetime. She backhand slapped me. And I'm going to say this to all the parents that are watching this. Smack your kids. They deserve it.
We turned out well.
Look, I turned out fine. You turned out fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I mean, sometimes I feel like there's a twitch in my head because my mom smacked it.
You remember the helicopter, right?
The helicopter. My mom used to do
It was a move created on me by my mom. Well, I did a mistake. My mom kept asking me, where's your Arabic exam? Did you get it? Did you get it? I kept saying no. I actually did get it. I failed. So I signed it. I tried to copy her signature and I gave it back to the teacher.
My mom's signature is like a boat. Looks like the Titanic.
Yeah,
because she's just ready to kill any Jack and Jill she meets. Jack and Rose, I mean. Jack and Jill. So I met Jack and Rose.
So I give it to the teacher, everything. And mind you, I finished school at 1. By 1:30, I'm home.
Which school was this? Because you went to 3 different ones.
Sacred Heart School.
Okay.
No, the other schools were fine. They were easier. I can't say their names, but they were easier. So I go back home. For some reason, my mom was standing in the garage and staring. And I was like, why is she there? She's never, ever standing outside. And then She was standing like this.
She wanted to give you a magic show.
So the first thing she asked me
Here it
was,
is.
the
Here
first
it
thing she
is.
asked me was, so did you receive your Arabic exam? I'm like, no. She's like, you sure? I'm like, yeah. She's like, when do you think you'll receive it? I said, maybe another few days. She's like, really? What is this? And it was my Arabic exam in her hand with my signature on it.
That was some David Copperfield shit. You know,
My life
did she slap you?
paused. So by helicopter, she said, you piece of shit, you lying. Foop, 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 foop. She was smacking me left, right. Then my nanny came in front of me. He's like, Madam, stop. Madam, oh shit, beat him up. Khalid came try to stop. Mom, oh shit.
The thing is, right now, my mom is she is my life. She is my oxygen. I can't live without her. But seeing her do that, I swear to God, I couldn't even see her hands moving as much as it was moving so fast. It was so hard and so fast on Saud. I couldn't even see her hands moving. And now I became a martial arts specialist because now I am a blocker. When people want to fight with me in the streets, it's because of my mom. Hey, she taught me this. See, I learned something. Don't go against your mom no matter what.
100%.
But coming back,
But I'm a smart kid, don't get me wrong. Like, you know, they say Einstein had an IQ of 160. I beat him by a bit. I'm like 163.
you're just a 3, most probably, without the 16 before it. You know, this is the problem in life. See, education is not going to school and learning a subject. It's not that at all. I'm gonna say this. Education is you as a person. You walking in the street, you can educate someone at the same time you could learn something. So if you're going to be going out there, don't be a person that was born to teach subjects and a school or whatever it is. Leave that to the teacher's job. They're already having a hard time doing it. You should change people and educate people and never to give up. You know,
Same way I educate you. Never to give up. You know?
my ass, you're the last. You gave up in 3 different schools, and even with that, you by mistake, you passed the year and got your high school degree.
It's called intellectual.
So anyway, you should always think about never giving up. Try to motivate people in not giving up, especially when they are faced with challenges that they don't know how to handle in front of them. It is always when you're not giving up, that is the only way you're going to learn, is by failing. If you fail once, you fail twice, you fail 3 times, that doesn't make you a failure. That makes you a person that is learning to be better.
True.
You know, that is what you guys should do.
But also, you should be lucky.
My camera guy is just telling me, pointing there, left and
I
right.
know,
left
I was
and
like
right.
confused.
I didn't
Yeah,
even know
yeah.
where to look at. You guys lost my train of thought while
And they're both
talking.
wearing a red polo shirt today. Kind of cute. Look at them. Smiling. Both of them are called Ahmed. Anyways.
Okay.
By the way, you guys would be lucky if anyone young still in school watching this. Make sure you take your older brother or older sister to your parents' teacher meeting. That's what I did. Thank God, by grade 7, Khalid already graduated. He used to come, and then of course the teacher used to say, "Oh, Saud does this," and we go back home. My mom's like, "How did Saud do? He did fine. He just needs to improve in these stuff. This."
I used to always lie because I didn't want Saud to get
I'm sorry,
the
Mama. You gotta
beatings.
find out now when you watch this show.
I
He's a
didn't-
badass.
I didn't want Saud to get the beatings of his life. My mom was an ass kicker. Like, she was an ass kicker. She used to beat us up like there's no tomorrow if we ever failed, or if we brought a girl, or we said, "Oh, by the way, Mom, I like a girl. You like a girl? You like a girl? Oh, really? Oh, really?
Better like a boy. What? I don't want like a boy, Mama. Please.
But then you see, and I'll tell you something else. You know, I won't say the millionaires in life. I will tell you the most successful people in life are not those people that have come out from an educational background. Most of the millionaires, most of the people that develop things in their lives are things that you guys have used till today. An example would be Steve Jobs,
My man.
you know, Bill Gates,
My man.
Mark Zuckerberg,
My man.
you know, creator of Microsoft, creator of Apple, creator of Facebook, Michael Dell, who is the owner of Dell Computers or Dell Electronics or Dell whatever it is, whatever he wants to call. I don't even know why his name is Dell. Sounds messed up. But
Yeah,
anyway,
but look at him. He became a billionaire.
he's a billionaire. You know, there's the owner of Uber,
Oh, that's
Travis, I think his name is. This guy was supposed to graduate, a university or college, and you know what happened? He left his graduation, and he left a few months before his graduation. Do you know why? It's because he knows it's not the certificate that you have in your hand that can make you successful. It's how you use your mind to make you successful. If you have, you know what? We have in the Arab, we have a mentality. We're more relaxed. We're more chillaxed. We don't push it because we already wait for our parents to push us to get it. They don't have that. They are working out from the time they were born. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, by the way, all Arabs are the same. But I'm just giving you guys a small stereotypical thought of it.
Yeah.
But then again, one of the most important weapon a man or a woman can use is education. The more you know, the more you learn, the more you give.
Your brain is your weapon.
You can, I this is something I'd love to say, is that education is your passport to life. That is how you can grow up. That's how you can learn. I'll tell you something else. The things that we have learned here in the Arab world is completely different, right?
100%.
Because our education is about the world. When we study in school, we don't study about Bahrain's life or Saudi Arabia or UAE. No, we don't do that.
The whole world, literally the whole world.
Everything that comes
In America, from America to Canada, to all these
to
countries.
the UK, to India, to China, to
ancient
Africa,
to ancient Rome, to all these stuff.
which we don't use today. But if I'm going to sit right now with a person in front of me, I would actually be way more smarter than him. Not because I have learned an education or I had a better education than he did. No, it's not about that.
But we have a background of everything.
But it's because of what we have
compulsory for
learned
us, yeah.
when we were younger. Until today, America itself does not base itself on education to the outside world. You learn about American history. You learn about your state's history. You learn about your city's history. You don't learn about all the other subjects that are rotating around the world. Well, America is one of the countries that, because I figured that out when I was there, and they don't see what is out. They don't even see what's outside their state to know what is outside their country, and that is something which is. Not all of you, not all of them, not every single American. I'm not gonna take you guys as a multiple feed, but I'm just telling you guys this as a general thing. And this is something that you guys should know. Invest in your own knowledge. Don't invest in stupid things, wasting your time.
Why are you so serious?
I don't know, bro. I felt like I needed to be serious talking about education.
Education.
Okay, so replace your empty mind with an open one.
Just like
better.
Just like before we end the thing, just like a quick story of how me and one of my boys Kamal joined piloting school, and of course my handsome brother over here promised my mom and his mom to take care of us, take us there, so we had to do the registration and then do an exam in math and physics. Of course, we were young. Stupid. So we went. The exam was the next day at 8 a.m. So we went.
I got them that seat in the university.
Yeah. But let me just finish how it happened.
Okay. And that was by flirting with the head teacher.
Yes, I'm not gonna this one, but let me just finish how it happened.
I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" They didn't accept it because the term was over. They couldn't register.
So let me just tell you guys how this happened.
See, that is life smart.
We end up going out to a night gathering. Let's call it a night gathering. Come back home at 4 a.m.
We went to a party.
We can't lie. Mom, I'm so sorry. We went to a party till like 4 a.m. 5 a.m. we're back in the hotel. Shower, go have some breakfast. Boom, straight to the university. And then all of a sudden we reach. They're like, "Oh, Saud, come on. You guys are so early." We're like, "What do you mean? Your exam starts at 12." We're like, "What?" She's like, "It's okay. You guys can wait a few hours. Go. There's a coffee shop outside." So we go to the coffee shop outside and we get some coffee. And then next door I see a sign. I'm not going to say what it is because my mom was watching the show. It said happy hour, 9 to 12.
It was a strip joint.
There's no strip clubs in
strippers
Dubai. No,
club?
there's no strip club.
You're like, you know what? We're just going to go to a strip club. Way better than going and doing our
Let me just
entry
finish it.
registration exam.
Let me just finish it. It was written happy hour,
Let's go,
9 to 12. Who could put a happy hour at 9 a.m. to 12? But that didn't stop me and him, my G. We ended up going. buy one get one free.
And I was so angry because I wasn't there.
So we did it.
I swear to God.
We bought two, so we got 2 free each, and that made it 4. Then they come in like, oh, your exam, and of course we were like, huh, exam?
By the way, they were talking about strippers. They got you get 2 strippers, you get another 2 for
totally.
free.
Let's call it strippers. So we go to do the exam, math and physics exam. They said, okay, your first exam is math. So I'm sitting. Kamal is like, so don't worry, you did really good in school. You got 90s in your math. I was so fucked. I looked at him. I was like, Kamal, I have to tell you the truth. I lied my whole way through high school. Everything was a cheat. And then he looked at me. He's like, it's okay. We can do this. I'm looking at his answers and I'm trying to copy from him. So I'm just doing. The teacher can see me copying, and only thing he says was, guys, I just want to let you know you both have different exam papers. I was like, uh-huh. That would make sense why my third question had a triangle on it. And he has his then.
But they passed in the end.
But we passed at the end. Celebration.
And then we went partying again. Oh, I meant gathering.
Night gathering.
Night gathering again. But anyway, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the show for today. I hope we gave you guys a little bit more on life matters, because you as a woman who's watching, remember to beat the shit out of your kid. Because if you don't beat the shit out of your kid, look, we turned out fine.
Look at me. I'm not emotionally like scarred. Mom, no.
But I'm going to end this by telling you guys, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment. Turn on your notifications. And I'm going to end this with one thing.
And tell your friends about what's good, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Especially,
share this.
Look at my face.
It looks like
I know you
shit.
I know you just want to keep me
Like
for yourself, but share me.
even mom doesn't like
Share
you.
me.
She told
No
me
one's
this
talking
5
to you.
times. She
No
told me
one
5
actually loves
times.
you, by the way.
Mama said Saoud has been adopted and no one likes him. So
By the way,
make sure that you show him
You
love.
did you see the
Just,
comments?
You know, show him
on
love.
the past episodes, everyone's cheering
bro,
for me.
bro, I can't
All
hear
right.
you.
Guys, love you guys. Take care. Hope you guys like the episode on education. I'm out right now. Just don't forget to follow me.
Okay,
Your boy.
one more thing.
All right, call it bye.
Never ever stop learning, because life
Carl, that's it.
will
Stop trying
never
to be so educational. No one believes you.
life
You're
will
trying so hard
never
now.
stop teaching you.
Stop reading that from the paper. All right, guys.
All right,
Peace.
guys.